Hey everybody, welcome back to Poppy Cultured. Let's get poppin'. I'm Jake.
I'm Katie.
And today we are going to talk about Star Wars. My personal favorite subject, Star Wars. In case you hadn't guessed, by all the books and all the Lego and everything else around, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Right behind me are some lightsabers, lightsaber hilts. So
You can pull them out.
you can show them. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Ooh. Luke's/Anakin's. I heard something. Then here's Obi-Wan's.
Yeah.
And then the one you built.
And then I made one from spare parts.
Ta-da. Star Wars.
Star Wars. So today we are going to rank the Skywalker saga in order from our least favorite to our most favorite, and we're going to see how that turns out. So normally I would say, Katie, you can go first.
Not today, though.
But not today. I'm going to go first because we're just going to get it out of the way. So we're going to start from our least favorite all the way up to our most favorite, and I'm going to start with The Rise of Skywalker. So The Rise of Skywalker, in fact, I'm going to get this out of the way. Out of the 9 Skywalker saga films, the new ones, the sequel trilogy that Disney put out, those are my 7, 8, 9, easily. In fact, it's kind of hard to rank them, but if we have to rank them, I would say that Rise of Skywalker is number 9, and then The Last Jedi is 8, but only by a hair, and then The Force Awakens. And just to be brutally honest, I saw The Force Awakens like 12 times in the theater. I was excited when that movie came out. And the more I saw it, the more I thought, there's something up. There's just something up. And I kept going back. And to be fair, I did this with The Phantom Menace too. When it came out back in '99. I went back a few times thinking, okay, maybe my expectations were too high. Maybe all these arguments in my own head, trying to figure out why I didn't love it as much as I thought I should have. Now, The Force Awakens, I really enjoyed it. And at the time, now it's been years, obviously, I can see there are some things wrong with it. Then The Last Jedi came out, and I, to be honest, saw The Last Jedi in theaters 8 times. A couple times by myself. And we didn't even have the unlimited movie pass at the time. That was all flat out cash going out to the theater. And I saw it 8 times, and I thought it looked beautiful. I had some problems with it, but there were certain things with The Last Jedi that stuck out to me, that made me appreciate the movie again at the time. And I'm just going to tell you, mainly it was the little boy at the end where he was on the casino planet, and he was a slave. And when they got the animals back, he kind of stood up to the authority that was going to beat him. He kind of stood up to him. And then near the end of the movie, you see that he's out there, they call him Broom Boy. He's out there sweeping, and he actually holds the broom like a lightsaber and then uses the Force to sweep. And that was a little brown-haired boy, and I saw that on the screen and thought, that was me. Like that, you talk about seeing yourself in a movie, in a character, I fell for it. And I loved that aspect of the movie. But then, as time went on, the movie came out on digital, and it came out at midnight, and I happened to be on the road when I traveled as a musician. We were in Florida, and we were staying at some friends of ours, Gary and Bev's, and shout out to Gary and Bev, amazing people. I was at their house, and it hit midnight. I downloaded the movie to my phone, and I started watching it, and I was up till almost 3 o'clock in the morning watching this movie. And it got done, and I went, wow, why did I love that movie? Why did I pay to go see it 8 times? Because when The Rise of Skywalker came out, I went to see it opening day, the first showing I could get to, paid the money, sat in the theater, watched the movie, and never watched it again. To this day, I've not watched that movie again. I can tell you pretty much everything that happens, but it had so much to try and do to make up for what the reaction to The Last Jedi was. And The Last Jedi in the moment felt like it was something cool and different and all that. But then as time went on and I rewatched it kind of away from that euphoria, if you will, of Broom Boy, right? I'm just being honest. I went, okay, if Force Ghosts can interact and call lightning down, then why weren't Yoda and Obi-Wan helping Luke at any other time? Why didn't Obi-Wan save Luke from the Wampa in Empire Strikes Back? You know, these kind of things. So all these questions started going through. And then Star Wars was such a thing for me. Luke Skywalker was my absolute hero. Everybody's like, oh, we love Han Solo. Han was cool. But I loved Luke because Luke was a dreamer and always looking, and that's kind of how I was when I was little. And so I loved Luke Skywalker. And to think that Luke didn't get to see Han again, he didn't get to physically be in the room with Leia and reconnect with her, that they showed that he was going to murder, like all that stuff, going to murder his nephew, all of that stuff played so poorly when I watched it that night in Florida, in Orlando, on an air mattress at 2 o'clock in the morning, that I just thought, and I've never watched it again. I've never watched it again. Of course, I didn't have to. I saw it 9 times. But so those are my bottom 3.
Okay.
Those are my bottom 3.
Okay.
Now coming back up the other way, so then at 6 is going to be Phantom Menace.
Fair. That's solid.
And that has a lot to do with how I felt right after I watched it. I remember I took half a day off work. My cousin had gone to see it at the midnight show and was calling me, bragging that he had seen this new Star Wars movie before me. And I couldn't wait to but I had to work that morning, went to work, left at lunch, went to the first showing I could get to. Angie met me. Girls weren't born yet. Got to the theater. We were still living in Detroit at the time, or near Detroit, and got to the theater. And man, when that music hit and the Star Wars logo was on the screen, I was boom. Like I couldn't have been any happier. And then it got done, and closing credits ended, and I remember going, "What? What?" Some of it was really cool. Darth Maul, really cool. The music was fantastic. The pod race was cool. But Darth Vader building C-3PO? What? Like stuff like that. I was like, what? There's a girl, but the 9-year-old boy is hitting on her? What is that?
Yeah, I hate that.
Like that was, like there was just stuff.
I mean, I do think she's only, what, like 13, 14?
She's 14.
So it's not like crazy bad, but I still think we probably could have given us a younger girl.
There's another thing, like
or an older guy.
In the following years, I've heard people talk about how to fix the prequels, right? And somebody said, start episode 1 when Anakin was more of a teenager,
right? That's what
or
I
a little
was
bit older.
thinking.
That would have been better. And then you also give more time to him succumbing to Palpatine and the dark side, right?
I think that would have been cooler.
So getting to that, episode 2 is my next one on the list. It would be 5, and then Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith, I think, was really well done. Yeah. But it's hard.
We saw that in theaters.
We saw it in theaters. Yeah, we went and saw it recently when it came back out.
Yeah.
But I will say that Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, for me, I know everybody hates Attack of the Clones because of the sand line and because the romance is weird, right?
I love Jar Jar Binks, though.
That was episode 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I love Jar Jar Binks.
Well, he's in episode 2.
He's in episode 2. That's. I feel like him in 2 is more hated on. Was he?
No,
was
definitely
he
the
just
first
overall?
one, because the first one was Poodoo. He stepped in the.
I wasn't alive for the hate towards my Jar Jar, but I love Jar Jar.
Your mom
Binks.
loved Jar Jar Binks.
I love Jar Jar Binks. So like when I found out he was getting hated on, I felt so bad for him because he's one of my favorite. Like he is my favorite character in the prequels.
Interesting. Well, okay, so here's why I liked episode 2.
Okay.
We were living in Texas at the time, in Dallas, Texas. And there was a digital theater in Texas, right in Dallas. And so Angie and I, our oldest daughter, Allison, was a baby. She was born in October. This came out in May. So she's about 7, 8 months old. And we dragged her out of the house at 6:30 in the morning to go stand in line for the opening showing at this digital theater, because the digital theater was a big deal then, because George Lucas was like, hey, we need to get into digital and all that. So I'm like, well, if George says it, then we're going to go. And we dragged the baby out at 6:30 in the morning to go stand in line to wait to get tickets because you couldn't buy them online then. And we go and stand in line, go in and watch on the digital screen Attack of the Clones. And I liked it at the time, and I still do, better than episode 1. And there was stuff in there like the fight with the Jedi and all of the monsters, and Jango Fett comes in, and when he gets killed, in the digital theaters, they added sparks to his jetpack. That wasn't in the film ones because the film ones had to be done a week or two earlier than that, and George had added that to the digital that they shipped on a drive in just a couple of days. So that was kind of cool that we got to see the digital. So there's that feeling, you know, that nostalgia with the digital showing of episode 2. But I think episode 3 is a better movie. I think you know, the Obi-Wan duel, all that fun stuff. I think that's all pretty good. Okay, then we get into 1, 2, 3, right?
Can you rank 1, 2, 3?
I can't really, but I can.
Obviously.
So it's going to be release order. It's Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and A New Hope. Because this is going to sound weird, I think that Empire is a better movie
than A New Hope.
A better film than A New Hope. I think everything about it is so good, but I can't get over the nostalgia or the shift of my universe that happened when I was 6 years old in a theater seeing Star Wars for the first time. That completely opened my creative side. My imagination was just exploded. The possibilities, just everything about that. So A New Hope's always going to be number 1 for me, and then Empire, Jedi, and then episode 3, 2, 1, and then the prequels. And that's my order. And I could literally go on for another 6 or 7 hours, but I'm not. We're going to throw it to Katie for her order.
Let's go. So 9, I would probably say, I don't know, this is hard. I probably should have thought harder about this. Because I would agree that the sequels are my bottom 3, but I don't care for them enough to have an order for them. If that
that's
makes
fair.
sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I don't really.
So
they're kind of just there
they're
because
just 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, because I feel like I would probably put Force Awakens higher because it was the first Star Wars film I got to go see with you in theaters, so it has the nostalgia for that. The other two.
Technically, you saw Revenge of the Sith. You just don't remember because you were 2.
Yeah, I was 2. It doesn't count. I mean, like, that I can think of. That I can actually, like, go back and remember going with you. Like, we took Grandma, we took Papa, we all went. And so, like, I remember all of that. So that would probably be, like, my 7.
Okay.
8 and 9, on the other hand, I don't care for those movies at all. I haven't seen them in years. The only thing I'll say is I'm a sucker for romance, so when they threw in Rey and Kylo, like, being in love and stuff, I was all for it. So
You were a Reylo.
I was. Because I'm a sucker for romance.
Okay.
Like, not even kidding. All the books I've read upstairs, romance.
Okay.
So I would, but I hate the last one. I didn't like anything about it. Making her Palpatine was the dumbest thing they could have done. I have so many thoughts and so many things that I could say about that.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
But
It's the dumbest thing
But
ever.
I love that Kylo sacrificed himself for her. I don't think he should have died. I honestly was on Kylo's side this entire film.
Right, he healed her and died. Why couldn't she have then healed him?
Right.
After she was fine.
It was dumb. It was dumb.
The whole thing, the knife thing,
yeah.
Everything about it was.
Yeah. So
okay.
I'll probably just put them in release order.
That's
7,
fine.
8, 9 because I don't care, and we're gonna move past them because I
Yeah.
don't care. And then I would agree that like Attack of the Clones would probably be next.
Okay.
And then I probably am gonna follow you and say.
Well, I did Phantom Menace lowest.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Okay, well then I'm switching it up. I'm saying Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Maybe. Let me think about it. Wait.
Well,
okay.
because there's more Jar Jar in episode 1.
That's why I'm thinking it, but
Right.
at the same time, and I loved Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I thought he was a great character.
He
So I
was a
think
great
I am
character.
going to stick with my thing.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with it because I loved Jar Jar. I loved his Water City. Like I think that thing was so cool. I loved Jar Jar.
Hey, that's fine. Your mom loved Jar Jar.
Jar Jar is my favorite sequels character besides Obi-Wan. I love Obi-Wan, which is why the lightsaber is my lightsaber. I bought it for Obi-Wan's. Because Jar Jar doesn't have a lightsaber.
Well, does he?
Does
Is he
he?
a Sith?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, they might make him a Palpatine.
Right. Right, why not? Everybody's a
Everybody's a
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Everybody's a Palpatine. So dumb.
And then I would probably say,
But let me stop you right there.
okay.
I don't know if this made it into the Odyssey cut or not, but I complained about
Can't
this.
remember.
I complained about this. The writer that did the Palpatine thing, J.J. Abrams. Now, J.J. Abrams has made lots of money making movies and TV shows.
I liked Lost.
I have not. Okay? Let's be honest and let's be fair. But his original plan on how to start The Phantom Menace, or not Phantom Menace, I'm sorry.
Force Awakens?
Force Awakens, thank you. It's the fuzz sound that was throwing me. The Force Awakens, right? Episode 7. Was to have Luke Skywalker's hand floating through space holding the lightsaber.
You did say
That was
this.
the opening shot.
I can't remember if I cut it, but you did say I won't cut it this time.
That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I literally said when I heard that
Well,
rumor
I don't know.
online,
What is pretty like astronomically stupid is making Luke give up on Kylo.
Yeah, no.
He didn't know his dad, and yet he fought to make him see the light side again.
Yes.
Luke Skywalker wouldn't have then thrown that entire thing away just to murder his nephew. His nephew, who he not only was there while he grew up, but he helped him grow up in the Jedi Temple.
Right.
Like that makes no sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
Then you throw in Palpatine and I'm out.
Okay. So now let's get to the original trilogy.
What did I say?
So
I
you
said
are 2, 1, 3.
2 and 3. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Wait,
what?
Yeah. 2 and 3.
Yeah.
It feels so backwards saying it like that, but yeah, 2 and 3.
2, 1, 3.
Okay. And
Or
then-
nothing if not confusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
And then my
So 1, 2, 3, which are actually episodes
is-
4, 5, 6.
you might not love me for that.
No, you did. This is your list.
I don't know this. See, this is really hard. I think it's easier for you because you had the nostalgia. I just grew up on the films in order. So
And
like
we're made to watch them again and again.
yeah, so it's like, but I know for sure that I think my favorite one would be Return of the Jedi. So like
Okay.
number 1 is Return of the Jedi.
I get that.
The other two are so hard to then rank. Like, because I want to say Empire Strikes Back and then A New Hope, but then that feels so wrong to put A New Hope that low.
Most nerds and Star Wars guys say Empire's number 1. There's not even a question in their mind.
See, I
and
love
some
Empire.
of them rank Return of the Jedi below the prequels,
That's really...
which I think it's fine. You're welcome to your own
whatever you
opinion.
want.
I can't square that circle.
I think the reason I like Return of the Jedi so much is because you go through all of like what Luke has just gone through, and like you have such a wonderful just like completion of it that like it just feels so nice to like. Also, if you watch it in chronological order, 1 through 6, then it's just such a nice thing to watch Anakin struggle as much as he did, and then also see Luke go through his own kind of struggle to them both come out together.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and obviously, yeah, but like for them to like, I don't know, for Anakin to realize that, oh my gosh, my kids aren't dead, and like a part of Padme lives on, like that, and like that making him feel light again. Like I love that so much that's why I would put it at 1.
No, it's great.
And I love Empire, which is why it's 2nd.
Okay.
And A New Hope is good. I love A New Hope, obviously, but I think I would only put it higher because of nostalgia.
I understand that, and I'm willing to admit that it's my emotional attachment, and I guess you could say nostalgia. That I'm not saying it's a better film than Empire, but to me, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. That's it. Do you agree with our rankings? Do you not agree? Do you just want to bash me for paying all the money to see The Last Jedi that many times?
Let's do a fun thing. So,
Okay.
Tell them your favorite character. I have obviously.
I think I already did. It's Luke Skywalker.
Well, I was gonna say besides the ones we've mentioned.
Oh, besides
So I
the
said
one
Jar
we
Jar
mentioned.
and you said Luke Skywalker. So who's your next favorite character?
R2D2.
Okay. Okay, mine's Yoda. I love Yoda.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
big Yoda fan.
Yoda is amazing.
I love him.
But R2D2, I have a shelf in my office in there that's just R2D2.
I don't know if you can see it, but we have a Lego R2D2 that we did. There
Right
it
up
is. I got that for my dad for either his birthday or Father's Day. They're like a week apart, so it was probably both. And we built that around that time,
Yep.
and that was so. I think we watched A New Hope
think
while
did.
we built it.
We watched
everything.
one or two of them while we did that. It
Yeah.
took a while.
And I think we did that with most of the ones that we've built up here that are Star Wars. We would watch the film.
We have
like,
3 shelves up top, and I don't know how well you can see them.
Yeah.
You might not be able to at this angle, but we have Harry Potter and Pixar's right under that. Then
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right under that, we have Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars is in the middle, and then Marvel is on the
Marvel.
top over
Yep.
there. And then I've got my lightsabers under there, all kinds of books, and you can
We
see the
will
books.
do a bookshelf tour.
Yeah, and we can, once I get the office straightened around, I'll take you guys in the office and see all my old Star Wars toys that I still have in there, and all that fun stuff. We can do that. That'll be fun.
I even have some bookshelves upstairs that are like dedicated to Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, she's got some great, and she's got a lot of books
I got a lot
up there
of
too.
books.
But we've had a lot of books, and we've had a lot of movies to rank
Mm-hmm.
today, at least 9 of them. So if you agree with our picks, then let us know. If you don't, let us know that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Leave a comment below.
What are your top 5?
Yeah, top 5. What are your
Because
top
10
5?
or 9 is a lot to write
Right.
out. So
And we'll come back and do the Star Wars stories and Clone Wars and all that stuff. And here's something fun. Katie has never watched the Clone Wars animated series, never watched Rebels, none of that stuff. So maybe we'll do a watch through with that, and she can decide what she thinks about that stuff. So, but that'll be coming up later. And if you want to see that, then you got to subscribe, like the video. We appreciate you guys stopping by here to Poppy Culture, and we will catch you on the next one.
bye.